3, 2, 1. We are on air. Okay, guys, I have to make some setups because I do not keep it all open all the week. Yeah, I think it's pretty fine. Hello. I hope you can hear me well. This broadcast is starting, and it's totally dedicated to poetry. Yeah, we still on this course approaching poetry, where we're trying to understand how poetry works. It's open university, free course, so you can just register there on this website and get this course as you want, or you can just find any other free courses. You can find a lot of stuff to learn here. Personally, I think I just like learn things more than use it, but it's another big problem in my life. Yeah, and I think I can close this. I can see something here. Yeah, this time from this moment I'm stopping to stream with music. I will use music only for breaks and starts and ends of streams because I just can't regulate it properly while it's playing. I just don't know a good way for this. How to make something like volume brackets for it. Yeah, brackets. Yeah. Okay, and yes, that's. So, we, as usually, will start with. Okay, I'm just checking if there's a sound. Yeah, there's some sound. Okay. We will start with our list of words that we make bigger and bigger. Like we extend it every time, every stream. It's just like words that we studies that we learn and in previous streams, and I've added some more words because I watched Batman, the first two movies of Batman. I mean, first two movies from 2005, and with the Christian Bale. Yes, yeah, Patrick Bateman is a character, and Christian Bale is well, he's an actor. So I added some words from this movie. I've already did it with Sherlock Holmes movies. So, but now because this list is really long, we're gonna do it slightly faster than last time. We're just gonna we will try to remember. If I don't remember it in the first 3 seconds, I'm just checking it in Oxford Dictionary, and we will not stop for a long time on it. Okay, yeah. Here on the channel, you are hearing broadcasting about poetry on the channel of Ludenus Sport. I'm a Yuri Ludenus. Yeah, if you're interested, what is the hell is going on actually? Stanza is a 4 lines in a poem. Well, something like a couplet, but for poetry. Redundant. Not necessary anymore. It's something that you don't need anymore. Chiden or Chiden. Again, I forgot. I remember that I'm forgotten same words every time. Not a good thing, but I think it just don't need them pretty often. This type of fancy words.
Chide.
Chiden or chiden. I still don't know. Chide, it's to criticize or blame somebody because they have done something wrong. Yeah, chiden or chiden. Well, chide, but
Chide.
But when you add the den in the end, probably it's change pronunciation and the I in the middle. So, but yeah, chiden. It's someone who been criticized for probably for something that they actually did. Outpourings, it's when you express something, express your ideas or emotions, and do it in a in a very excited way, if I understood it right. Tranquility, it's a condition of keeping calm. Superfluous, again, super. This super is just ruin this word for me. I don't know. Maybe I will never need it, but superfluous. Uh, uh, Superfluous, unnecessary or more than you need or want. Okay, okay. Let's try to do it like this. Redundant. Let's check the pronunciation as well.
Redundant.
Redundant. I'm saying re, but it's redundant.
Redundant.
Redundant. Okay, redundant. It's well, it's a person who been fired because his position probably closed, or he doesn't need it. We don't need them anymore, or probably it's just something unnecessary anymore. And superfluous, it's when you you don't need it, or probably you already have it, or already. For example, I think it can be like superfluous evidence. Yeah, like we have already enough evidence to consider to be considered about something, but we can have more evidence, and it's gonna be superfluous evidence. Let's check pronunciation again.
Superfluous.
Superfluous. He made the pause. Superfluous.
Superfluous.
Superfluous. Actually, it's pretty same in American and English variations, if I see it right. No, actually.
Superfluous.
Superfluous.
Yeah, American saying this R in the middle. Superfluous, and English variant. I mean England, British English. Just do a pause there without any R.
Superfluous. Superfluous.
Yes, superfluous, and or superfluous. Yeah, that's the difference. I mean, one of many differences between English and American. But with my accent, I don't think that that's make a big distinction for me. Okay, tardiness. Tardiness is being late, if I remember. Yes. It's from Sherlock Holmes movie actually. Tardiness, it's being late. I mean, or lateness. No, late. It's just late as known, but a little bit more fancy. Adolescence. Yeah, there is a Netflix series run recently. It means, well, it's someone who older than teenager, but I mean not someone. It's age older than teenager, but younger than, well, basically teenager. A little bit younger than just a young man, or just young man. Man or woman, I'm sorry, we don't want to. Hi there, yay! Alexander Orlov is here. Привет. I'm really glad to see you, and I mean read you in this chat. Yeah, I don't know how interesting the content is. I'm honestly just mastering my English here. At least I'm trying, and it's probably a little bit weird to see. I'm calling it like let's learn. The content on YouTube, like let's play, is more like let's learn. Yeah. Incidentally, let's check the pronunciation, but I even made a note here. It's by the way, or well, in Russian, кстати, it means, oh, I have something to add.
Incidentally.
Incidentally,
Incidentally,
identical in English and American English. Inevitable. Oh, I remember it finally. It means that someone who can't be stopped, like, or it's something that you can't avoid. Uh, uh, Something that can't be avoided.
Inevitable.
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 Inevitable. Yeah, inevitable.
Inevitable.
English
Inevitable.
and American. Inevitable. Okay. Peculiar. It means something ridiculous or strange or well, strange or ridiculous. But I always see on this word and I think, oh, it should be something French.
Peculiar.
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 Yeah, you can hear difference between English and American here. The R in the end in English, it's almost silent, and in American you can at least hear this R in the end.
Peculiar.
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 Peculiar. The longer R, because I will try to show it on the stream. Not really actually comfortable, but I will try. You can almost see it. I have to do it maybe a little bit longer. I mean, the bigger area for dictionary. You can hear you can see that R is a little bit like in the brackets. It's almost silent or, well, optional, I think. Yeah. Honestly, phonetical alphabet, it's a very interesting topic, and probably if I will find some material about that, I would like to read it on the streams one day as well. I mean, at least some basic about phonetic alphabet, because it's international. It's very interesting which sounds actually we can do with our months. Month. It's the time period of months. It's well, you get it. Sorry. Anders says, okay, now we finally meet the words from this course. Anders says, I don't remember at all. We're gonna check it.
Endorse.
Indoors. I have to remember, not indoors. Endorses. It's endorse something. It means to say publicly that you support a person's statement, or not really very. I mean, endorses. Portions. Why it's in a plural here? Honestly, let's do it like this. Nursery. A place where young children are cared for while their parents are at work.
Nursery.
Nursery. Okay. Nursery. Okay, and here we came to our metrics for our poetry. First, it's a yam, unstressed, stressed. Trochee, it's stressed, unstressed. Spongy, it's when two stressed in a row. Anapest, Anapest. There's exactly if I remember right, but let's check again. Why not?
Anapest.
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 Anapest. Both marked as English, and we have another American variant.
Anapest.
Anapest. So American and is Anapest, and it's, well, you can say Anapest in English. In English, I mean in the British English. So I think Anapest is easy to remember for me because, we have the literal E here, which is more common for me as honestly. Um, it yeah. Ductile, it's when our matter is stressed and to unstressed. I forgot what. I have to check it right now, or it will lose all sense. Because, yeah, just want to remember the word which means slog in English. Syllable, of course, syllable. I had to remember. It's a syllable. We go to the dictionary. Okay. Retain, it means save something or keep something. Probably it can be a status or probably some your something that you have, just material. Retain, retain,
Retain.
retain. Retain something, to keep something, to continue to have something. Yeah. Petal. Don't remember. Sorry. Petal. Oh yeah, it's a colored part of a flower. Petal. Yeah, it's on flowers.
Petal.
Petal. And he is a petal. You can see the problem in English. Yeah. Retain, but petal.
Pedal.
Petal. It was American. Couplets. We have to remember that OU is really often to read. We have read it as a, not a. Couplets. Let's check my theory right now. Couplets.
Couplet.
Couplet. Couplet. Something like yeah. Okay. Well, couplets. It's unit of song of a song. Drag. Firmly and travesty. I think I wrote it after the Da Vinci Code movie. I decided to rewatch it. Now I'm rewatched. Yeah, currently I'm in a state when I rewatch movies from my childhood. I never thought about these movies as about movies from my childhood because, like, it's not a childhood basically. I was a teenager when this movie were released. But recently I understood that I never rewatched them, and almost never, even Batman or Da Vinci Code, all these movies, which is good thrillers or action movies, and I decided that I want to rewatch them, and I have a good excuse for this because I can learn a little bit more English. We have a drag. It means pull something or on the ground usually. Drag. Let's check the here.
Drag.
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 Drag. Yeah. To pull somebody something along with effort and difficulty. Yeah. Firmly, it means usually very considerate about something. I can say it firmly. She said firmly. Yeah.
Firmly.
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 Firmly. You see, it's a big problem for me. Yeah. For some, like in Russian tradition, in Ukrainian tradition, this E is always very strong E. Exactly this sound. And this letter in Russian and Ukrainian, it means E or ye. And it's really often exists in different way in English, like firmly. I want to read it as a firmly, but it's firm. Let's get
Firmly.
firmly. It's almost this sound firmly. Yeah, and retain. It's a e, like retain. Yeah. Travesty. Again, it's something ridiculous, so it's some way of parody something, but evil parody. Or it's just in the Da Vinci Code where I've seen it. they use it as nonsense, like such a travesty is impossible, or something like this, he said. Okay, imagery. And here again, you see English. What do you do with me? E, but O firmly, but your firmly, but imagery. Let's check this one. This one.
Imagery.
Imagery. Imagery means language that produces pictures in the minds of people reading or listening. Poetic imagery. Just in Russian воображение, but I won't kind of translate it. Образ. It's just like образы, образность. Okay. Imagery. Burly. Burly, it means something weighty or clumsy, heavy, if I remember right. It was about bees, in like fed bees in some poems that we have read last time.
Burly.
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 Burly. You can hear it's very. I like this. I mean, English and American variants. English.
Burly.
Burly. No R in the middle at all. And American.
Burly.
Burly. There is the R. And probably in Scotland you'll hear even stronger R in the middle. Barley. Burly. Even burly probably. If someone will actually use it. Burly. Something like this in northern England. And in Scotland. Yeah, physically big and strong with large muscles. Oh no, it's exactly large. It's not fat, but it's something big and strong. Force. Force. Why I put it here? Force. Because I thought that it means forward or something like at front of us, but I was wrong. Except in particular idioms and phrases verbs. Away from a place, out. It's they said force it down. Huge chimneys belched for smoke and green. Towards a place, forward. Okay, I was right with like with the family of this root and these words. Away from a place, out. It's
Fourth.
force.
Fourth.
Force. Oh, I can't. No, there's a. You probably can see this sign in phonetical alphabet. I just can't do it. I'm sorry.
Fourth.
Force. Force. It's for me. It sounds like something between and it's with just what
Fourth.
force. Here's at least I can hear the R, and it's simple, a little bit simpler to pronounce it with R in the middle. Still not ideal, not ideally, but at least something. Okay, dim. Honestly, I know dim from a web design, where it's one of containers, not bright, where you cannot see well because there is not much light. Well, just dark place.
Dim.
Dim. Okay. Dell. Dell. Don't remember at all. Oh, a small. Actually, I could remember. And yeah, of course, Rivendell from Lord of the Ring. My bad. A small valley with trees growing in or around it.
Dell.
Dell. Listen. I bet that it should read as a. I should read it as a Lethe. But let's check.
Lithe.
Life. I lost money if I could lost my mind if I actually bet.
Lithe.
Lithe.
lithe,
Lithe. Moving or bending easily in a way that is attractive. Moving or bending easily. Okay, it's probably something about. Oh, right. It was about tiger in the grass who crouched to a gazelle. Yeah, in the it's like beautiful movement. Okay, glade. Uh, is it not something same with the flight or? I don't know. Glade, a small open area of grass in a wood or a forest. Yeah, right. It's apushka in Russian.
Glade.
Glade. Glade. Leap. Give me a second. Leap. Leap, it means jump. If I remember right. I mean, in many contexts at least. Leap, it should means jump.
Leap.
Leap. Even leap. Not leap. Leap. Short E. Oh, it's hard to remember the short E when you see two letters to express it.
Leap.
Leap. Preposterous. Preposterous. I think it should be R, right? Preposterous. It's something that been posted before or in advance. No, completely unreasonable, and especially in a way that shocks or annoys you. Wow. Completely unreasonable.
Preposterous.
Preposterous.
preposterous,
Preposterous. It's actually interesting. You can see that another moment. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can see the transcription. He's this letter and these two letters express one sound. Preposterous.
Preposterous.
Preposterous. Something annoying that unreasonable. Okay. Okay, we came to Batman vocabulary. At least some words that I decided to put here. And I think I forgot all of them. Vigilant, it's responsible for something. But yeah, let's start with beginning. Let's begin with start. Let's start with beginning. Okay. Attorney.
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 Attorney. Well, probably something right. A lawyer, especially one who can act for somebody in court. Attorney. It's a lawyer. Good one. Actually, yeah, the second movie about Batman's Joker, it looks strange, but everyone acts like it's usual action movie with a serious plot, except Batman and Joker. I mean, it's like interesting way to express it. Like, guys, you're still in the comic books because it's kind of a serious movie. I mean, and Batman and Joker, two villains who actually like. I mean, the plot in the second movie about Batman, Dark Knight, if I remember right the name, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's still comic book, and in many ways the comic book, but the plot actually can be nice just for usual action movie, and like even a smart one. I mean, like a thriller, thriller. Yeah, but we have Joker and Batman into and who. It looks like Joker knows that he inside the serious movie and he want to back it to comic book, and Batman just a Batman. I mean, who believes that comic books is real or something like. Okay, I think it's an old movie, and I think everyone discussed it a lot of times before. Ransom.
Ransom.
Ransom. Money that is paid. Let's check how to read money, because I think for some reason I forgot it totally. Money or money.
Money.
Money. Money.
Money.
Money. Okay.
Ransom.
Ransom is paid to somebody so that they will set free a person who is being kept as a prisoner by them. Ransom. Okay, it's in Russian it means wykup. Yeah. Okay. Compassion. It's not a mercy, but it's something similar with mercy. Compassion, a strong feeling of sympathy for people or animals who are suffering and a desire to help them. It's not a mercy, it's сострадание. Well, I just describe it in English, and in Russian it's сострадание. Співчуття in Ukrainian. Compassion,
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 compassion. Okay, soar. Probably it's something like a fog. No, could be really wrong here. If the value, amount, or level of something soars, it rises very quickly. Soaring costs, prices, temperatures. All pollution will soon soar above safety levels. Okay,
Soar.
soar. Okay, it's actually a good word. I even will make a mark here because increasing rapidly. I will put it here because actually good word, and I really, in a way, I'm really often find myself in a position when I can't remember any words better, like than increasing or moving up or something like this. And soar probably just a good way to express what I usually want to express in such moments. Vigilant, responsible for something, right? Very careful to notice any signs of danger or trouble. Interesting. Totally vigilant. They usually called Batman vigilant several times in the movie.
vigilant,
Vigilant. Well, okay, vigilant. Very careful to notice any signs of danger or troubles. A pilot must remain vigilant at all times. Yeah, okay. It's not responsible. It's meticulous and person who paying attention and focused on something. Vigilant. Actually, good word. We should be vigilant while we developing games. And prowler, a person who follows somebody or who moves around quietly outside their house, especially at night, in order to frighten them, harm them, or steal something from them. Prowler.
Prowler.
Prowler. Okay. It's like a stalker, but not a stalker, because stalker just watching. Prowler actually want to do something bad. Prowler in the night. Okay, we finished with words, and we spent absolutely reasonable amount of time on it. Exactly 43 minutes from start of the stream. Yeah. And finally we can go to well, the major part of the content. Okay, sorry, I need to. Okay, yeah. Right. If a poem rhymes, then considering how the rhyme works is always important. Rhyme schemes can be simple or highly intricate and complex. It will always be worth considering why a particular rhyme pattern was chosen and trying to access its effects. Okay, last time we found this. We already have read this one, Love from the North. It's a poem about about I think some toxic relationship, how they will call it now, but we just understand. We should understand that it was the 19th century, and the world used to be slightly different back then. Because it's basically from a woman who said no to a man who actually been worried about her opinion, and say nothing to a man who wasn't worried at all because he didn't ask. And he chose the man from the north who doesn't ask. Yeah, it's pretty controversial nowadays, but things sometimes works like this. Yeah, and now we have to read it. We will listen probably how someone actually read it. I think I even prepared this time. Yes, have I? Yeah, we can try to put it here, and if I do something like this. Oh wow, why it's so white? Yeah, let's do it like this probably. Let's just listen for start. This is a channel of Amy reads poetry. Not very popular, but I hope she will excuse us. Yeah, let's just listen how to read this poem.
Love from the North by Christina Rossetti. I had a love in soft Southland, beloved through April far and May. He waited on my lightest breath, and never dared to say me nay. He saddened if my cheer was sad, but gay he grew if I was gay. We never differed on a hair, my yes his yes, my nay his nay. The wedding hour was come. The aisles were flushed with sun and flowers that day. I pacing balanced in my thoughts. It's quite too late to think of nay. My bridegroom answered in his turn. Myself had almost answered yea, when through the flashing nave I heard a struggle and resounding nay. Bridesmaids and bridegroom shrank in fear, but I stood high who stood at bay. And if I answer yea, fair sir, what man art thou to bar with nay? He was a strong man from the north, light-locked, with eyes of dangerous gray. Put yea by for another time, in which I will not say thee nay. He took me in his strong white arms. He bore me on his horse away o'er crag, morass, and hairbreadth pass, but never asked me yea or nay. He made me fast with book and bell. With links of love he makes me stay. Till now I've neither heart nor power, nor will nor wish to say him nay.
Okay, a lot of things to do, guys, because in general, I think I understood every stanza, I understood the point, but we're gonna be sure about every line in this poem to the end of this broadcast. And I like the word broadcast. Sorry that I'm using it so often. Stream and live, it's not so sounds not so cool. Broadcast, like it's a radio show, you know. We're on a culture channel. Channel. And okay, let's start. I had a laugh in soft sound plant. Let's try. Let's start with metric. Let's at least. We will not do it for all poem in the case if so probably it will change in some stanzas, but let's at least understood the poetry metrics here, and at least in the first stanza. I had a love, no, I had a love in soft coast land. How and let's hear again.
Love from the North by Christina Rossetti. I had a love in soft South land.
I had a love in soft South land. I think I had a love in soft South land. I had a love in soft South land. I had. I'm trying to understand where stress is here in this line. I had a love in soft South land. I had a love. I had a love in soft South land. I think unstressed, and 3 times unstressed, 1 time under the stress. Love. 3 times unstressed in soft South land. And force it's stressed. It's some kind of weird trochee or something. It's oh no, it should be anapest actually. It's anapest but with 1 extra unstressed syllable. Okay.
Beloved through April far in May.
Beloved through April, far in May.
Soft South land. Beloved through April far in May.
Beloved through April, far in May. Beloved through April, far in May. Beloved one. It's basically it's not syllables, but it's like one sound. Yeah, be and loved. This e almost silent here, so it's basically to be loved through April. I think yeah again it's 3 1 2 3 unstressed, 1 stressed. Yeah, beloved through April, far in May.
In soft South land. Beloved through April far in May.
Beloved through April, far in May. Yeah, it's like April, fine May, and all unstressed here. Okay. Actually, let's do it like this. I mean, we in the future now we can do something like this. So probably next time I will try to find some explanation exactly for metrics in these poems. But now let's just make some guesses. I had a love in soft South land. So he's one. I probably like. Can I? Yeah, I can. Can you see it? I do it for. Okay, yeah. I had a love in soft South land. Beloved through April, far in May. April. Again, this E almost silent here. Probably. This is my idea how stress and unstress should work here. So he should be again under the stress to keep the melodic like 3 unstressed, 1 stressed. Let's check it.
He waited on my lightest breath and never
He waited.
Far in May. He waited on my lightest breath.
I think she pronounced it as the stressed one, under the stress. Like he waited on my lightest breath. Like let's do it. He waited on my lightest breath, and we have unstressed syllables here. Waited on and lightest breath. So again, and never dared to say me nay. It's my prediction. Let's hear it out.
And never dared to say me nay.
And never dared to.
He waited on my lightest breath, and never dared to say me nay.
I'm not sure that she pronounced to as under the stress, but she just make without the stress all of it. So probably they should be stressed, but it's question already about expression. Like she decided to make it more to say it calmer in the end. And never dared to say me nay. I think should work something like this. So it's like Anapest, if we remember right? Anapest, but we have three unstressed and unstressed syllables. So I had a love in soft land, beloved through April, fine May. He waited on my lightest breath, and never dared to say me nay. Yeah, and actually, we should Google who was Cristina Rossetti. It sounds a little bit Italian, but the nay and some words was this one, the nay, the I definitely remember another words here. Sounds a little bit Scottish or somehow like probably for 19th century just like more folk language, not Scottish, but just it just average in, I mean, some English in England, but just more folk, not so to show it that it's more like a village drama, not the high classes story. Okay, I had a lot in Southland. Very understandable. Like I like this. No allegories, nothing. We just straight to the business. Beloved through April, far in May. Beloved through April, far in May. In springtime, she been beloved by someone, someone from South, I believe. He waited on my lightest breeze. He waited on my lightest breeze. It's like, well, he waited on my lightest breeze. Well, basically, listen her in every moment and lightest breeze, like every her breeze, he tried to process and some. You got it. Yeah, it's a good one. I think I like this phrase. And never dare to say me name. Well, nay, definitely no, and this guy never said no to her. He saddened if my cheer was sad. He saddened if my cheer was sad. I think it's not from suddenly. Yeah, it's sudden. It's exactly that he was sad if she was sad. Cheer in this, it's like another word for mood, but it's very poetical, like it's in this case. But gay grew if I was gay. And we should remember that gay means funny or just, good mood back then. Nothing with sexual orientation. We never differed on a hair. My eyes, his eyes, my nay, his nay. We never differed on a hair. I would assume like that we were so similar to each other that even to the last hair, yeah, we were so similar that last hair was same. My yes, his yes, my nay, his nay. My yes, his yes, and my no, his no. Like we were agreed in everything. Okay, and to the marriage. The wedding hour has come, the ices were flushed with sun and flowers that day. The wedding hour was come, the iceless. Iceless, I'm not sure what means iceless. Let's check it. Find it. A passage between rows of seats in a church, theater, train, etc., or between rows or shelves in a supermarket. A passage between rows of seats in a church. Oh, okay. Nice. It's definitely about church in this case. The region are. What translation in Russian for this? Промежуток? No, but no, I don't think so. I mean, what we have some special word in this for this? I want to check. And where? Sorry, where? Okay, sorry. A lot of different windows with Google Chrome and проходы in Russian. Iceless. Well, okay. Let's check again.
Aisle.
Aisle. Yeah, I have to remember this logic, like island and islet. Well, alleya. Maybe it's something somehow connected with the Russian alleya, which means, well, as type of street. I will write it down. Islets, because probably it's a good word to describe locations. I want to remember it. And I want to back my. Yes. Okay. I pacing balanced in my thoughts. Well, pacing it's in this case step. I pacing balanced in my thoughts. Actually, strange grammar here. Can understand it right now. The wedding hour was gone. The wedding hour was gone. The aisles were flushed with sun and flowers that day. Okay, flushed. It means over. It's from flush. I think it's something that river can do in a bad weather. Oh no, red with red face. Flushed cheeks. You look flushed. Have you been running? Her face was flushed with anger.
Flushed.
Flushed. Not flushed, flushed. We were flushed with sun and flowers that day. Flushed. We were flushed with sun and flowers that day. Okay, it's a way how it was decorated. I mean, flushed in this context means basically decorated. Oh, again, I'm so it's probably pretty obvious things that I'm saying here. I just want to be very very clear to understand the allegories, to understand this poetic describing, yeah, and this poetic describes. So yeah, that's why I do. It's very very straight and probably even a little bit clumsy, but very important for me. We were flushed with sun and flowers that day. Okay, it was, well, flushed but not red. It just decorated and very very fancy way. Okay, I pace in balanced in my thoughts. Is an interesting grammar thing. I should understand. I want to understand. I pacing balanced. That pace, uh, it's like a step or, well, a rhythm of steps. Yeah, something in the gap between. Actually, let's check the proper explanation, but I think I understand the keep your pace or something like this.
Pace.
Pace. Yeah, the speed at which something walks, runs, or moves. Yeah, I pace in balance, and definitely it should be adjective. Yeah, to this verb balanced, because it should be right and balanced. So I'm pacing balanced in my thoughts. Probably pacing. I pacing balanced. I think in my thoughts. She were balancing with some pace, like carefully pacing, like she carefully balanced in my thoughts. I think it's means something like this here, pacing, like she tried to keep her balance in her thoughts. Okay, let's keep on this. Let's stick with this one. Okay, it's quite too late to think of nay. Well, pretty understandable. It's already waiting an hour. Don't say nay on the altar or something like this. But my bridegroom answered in his turn. Myself had almost answered, yeah, bridegroom. I think it's guy who been waiting for her. A man on his wedding day, or just before, or just after it.
bridegroom,
Bridegroom. Okay. Answered in his turn. Myself had almost answered, yeah, when through the flashing nave I heard a struggle and resounding nay. When through the flashing, it's blinking, I think. Yeah, I mean not blinking. Flashing, it's blinking of light. But nave, I'm not sure. I'm not sure even that I pronounce it right.
Nave.
Nave. No, the long central part of a church where most of the seats are. Oh. No, I would never guess it. I'm writing it down. Okay, when through the flashing nave I heard a struggle and resounding nay. I heard in the past, yeah, a struggle. Okay, I understand what struggle means, but struggle and resounding nay. So is Did she say nay, or someone in a nave in church? Bridesmaids and bridegroom shrunk in fear. I'm not sure who said it, who said nay in this case. Was this guy from the north, or is that was she? I think. Okay, probably not she. No, that wasn't she. Hard to. I'm a little bit puzzled who said nay in this case. Someone who start to struggle and like make some noise in a church. Well, okay, that's as the hit purchase. We will take that some guy came and started to like and spoiled the wedding day. Okay, bridesmaids and bridegroom shrunk in fear. Bridesmaids, it's like her friends in this case. I think. But I stood high who stood at the bay. But I stood high who stood at the bay. Okay, she stood above the who stood at the bay. Bay. What means bay in this case? I always thought it should somehow connect with sea and shore, but bay. A part of the sea, yeah, part of the sea, or a large lake, partly surrounded by a wide curve of the land.
Bay.
Bay. Okay, but I stood high who stood at bay. Yeah, okay, got it. That's definitely was Nay. This Nay said some guy from the north. Probably she from the north as well, because she used this Nay. And everyone been in fear after this guy started to shoot all over the church. But I stood high who stood at bay, and like, but she was calm. Like, now we're gonna solve this problem. And if I answer here first here, like, she already asking not her bridegroom, not her future husband, but this guy from in the church here. What if I say yes? What men art so to bar with nay? What men art thou to bar with nay? What men art thou to bar with nay? Well, it's like what you're gonna do with my with your nay, like with your no. Probably. I will just translate it. I'm sorry. I want to understand. What if I answer yeah first here? What men are so or to bar with nay? It's like though it's not just you. It's there's a different cases, grammar cases for you. It's like thee, thou, thy, and they all means different things. I have to learn it, but for now it's just yeah. What men are thou to bar with nay? Like and what like yeah. If I answer yes, then what basically? He was a strong man from the north, light-locked, with eyes of dangerous grey. Light-locked. I think it's something about his body condition that he kinda strong man. Light locked. Will it? I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Put yeah by for another time, in which I will not say the nay. Okay. What you will do? What you will do with your nay if I will say yes? And he answered like, save your yes for another time when I will not say no. It means for his waiting with her. Okay, he took me in his strong white arms. That understandable. I mean, he bore me on his horse away. Yep, no questions from me. Or ear crack, Morris, and hairbreadth pass. Hairbreadth. Interesting. A lot of interesting words. Or ear. Don't know what it does mean, and I'm pretty sure that Oxford Dictionary will not answer me. I need to research it especially, but we will try to understand it with just words. A high, steep, rough mass of rock, crack. Horse away or ear. Or here, or here. I think it means his, or like in his land. Morass. An unpleasant and complicated situation that is difficult to escape from.
Morass.
Morass. I just want to check what it does it mean in Russian. I mean how. Okay, morass. It's a swamp. But you know, I know that in German, swamp is Muren, if I remember right. And morass is a swamp, but also it's a complicated situation. Morass. Okay. And hairbreadth spas. And let's read the hairbreadth. Nothing. What means breadth? The distance or measurement from one side to the another, how broad or wide something is.
Breadth.
Breadth. Synonym of width. Okay. And hairbreadth spice. But never asked me here or nay. Okay. He basically he just moved here on his north where a lot of rocks. I kind of understand what does it mean. I've seen it. It's not a mountain. Yeah, it's just rocks, which rough mass of rocks in the steep. It's something that you can meet in England. Morass. Okay, it's a swamp. Swamp. Let's check it again. Swamp. It's a swamp.
Swamp.
Or swamp. Okay. American swamp and British swamp.
Swamp.
Yeah, morass. Morass. Oh, she even said it as a morass. And hairbreadth spice. Basically, I think it's just a white path or valley, something like this. Glanced, yeah. But never asked me yeah or nay. Yeah, and he just kidnapped her. Okay, he made me fast with book and bell. He made me fast with book and bell. I even don't want to assume what he did with her. With links of love, he makes me stay. Till now, I've neither heard nor power, nor will nor wish to say him nay. And yeah, she just can't say him nay. Like he's a very not rude, he very решительный человек. Let's read it. Решительный. Decisive, resolute, strong. Yeah, decisive, resolute man kidnapped wife and just, and she kind of okay. Yeah, I think I mean it's 19th century. It's very romantic. Well, we see what we see, and I think I want to write down crack, morass, and breads. Okay, we did it. How long it was? It's already 9:10. Yeah, we have about 15 minutes more. I think we finished with this. Yeah. Okay. Let's check. I see that this one is really different matter or something like this. He took me in his strong white arms. He bore me on his horse away. He took me in his strong white arms. He bore. No, it's same. Like he took the stress here, free and stressed, free and stressed, me on his and free and stressed. It's still this. I will call it anapest, but it's just three syllables with no stress. Okay, finish with this. Click on the, but we also have to match with the rhyme here. Okay, click on the link below to read love one. What is the poem about, and how does the rhyme contribute to the meaning and overall effect? Okay, this poem about how the woman had a really nice and but maybe soft guy, and she almost married him from the north, from the south, but the guy from the north probably with a big chin just kidnapped her, and she kind of okay with this because she like decisive man. Okay, how the rhyme supported. So I had a love in soft soul's land, beloved through April, fire, and May. He waited on my lightest breaths, and never dared to say me nay. Okay, he's the May and he's the nay. Nay with gay, nay with day, nay with yeah. Myself had almost answered yeah, when through the flesh and have I heard a struggle and resounding nay. Okay, my bridegroom answered in his turn. Myself had almost answered yeah, when through the flesh and nave I heard a struggle and resounding nay. Flesh and nave. Okay, a nave. It's interesting. Yeah, you can see it. Turn. Yeah. No. Turn. Her. No. Interesting, because here we can see the three stanzas with same way of rhyme. Nay day, nay gay, nay may. And he is my bridegroom answered in his turn. Myself had almost answered yeah, when through the flesh and nave I heard a struggle and resounding nay. Yeah, nay. Okay, throws answers. So my Brighton answered in his turn, myself had answered here. Throws the flesh and knave. I heard a struggle and a song. It sounds as the poetry, but I'm trying to understand why. Like, okay, you have to understand it. And you see, he's a song. I know it's. What's this? Oh. Okay. Yeah, and nay. Is it rhyme here? It's still rhyme. Because further, bay, nay, grey, nay, away, nay, stay, nay. And actually, every time it's different rhyme. And everywhere it like highlighting the word nay, that basically a major word in this uh, in this poem. Gray, nay. So okay, every two we have a rhyme every 2 lines here, but basically okay. Let's read the discussion about this poem. Discussion, it means the course creator wrote something about this. Okay, Love from the North tells a simple story, right? I agree, it's a pretty simple story. A woman about to marry one man in whisked away by another. Whisked. It doesn't mean whiskey, does it? Whisk.
Whisk.
To mix liquid eggs into a stiff, light mass using a fork or special tool. Whisk somebody. To take somebody somewhere very quickly and suddenly. Yeah. It's called kidnapping, but okay. Away by another, just as she is about to exchange vows. The form of the poem is very simple. The second and fourth lines of each of the 8 4-line stanzas rhyme. More significantly, because the last word of each stanza is nay, there is only one rhyme sound throughout. There are more internal rhymes relying on the same repeated sound, however, aren't there? Look at the last lines of stanzas 1, 2, 6, 7, and 8, where say, nay, 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 say, nay, yea, nay appear. In the second stanza, gay occurs twice in line 2. Stanza 5 and 6 both have year in line 3. What is the effect of this? It's called alliteration. Let's actually get. But gay grew if I was gay. If I was gay. Oh my god. So yeah, reminder, yeah, it's 19th century. It means good mood, funny mood, happiness. My yes, his yes. My nay, his nay. It's alliteration again. Let's wait. The 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I stood high, who stood at bay. You can see it, yeah? Again, the alliteration. And in 8, oh, yeah, and here. Or crack, morass, and higher breast pass. Morass pass. Again, it's alliteration. It's when. But it's again, it's almost rhyme, but because it works slightly different. I'm sorry for the sound. It's from Telegram. It's my Telegram. I just quit it. so you shouldn't hear it further. He took me in his strong way. Okay. Yeah, it's the direction. Do you think the effect might be to help oversimplify the story? Clearly, the woman has doubts about the man from the south's devotion. He never dared to say no to her. Yeah, he probably was a very soft person. Too nice guy, how you can say it nowadays. He seems to have no will of his own. He saddens when she does. Yeah, it's a bad idea to be sad when your girl is sad. You should be more supportive in, such moments. Is gay when she is. Wants only what she does. For her wedding day, she thinks it's quite too late to think of nay. Okay, but is she any happier with the strong man from the north? Who is he? Yeah, I'm kind of, yeah. I mean, probably it's in general position of woman back then was slightly different, and it wasn't about only happiness, but yeah, it's a good question. Like, is she actually happier with the man from the north? Who is he? Has he hurt her off against her will? Right, probably he is. He did. And what exactly do you make of the last stanza? Do the links to love imply a chain? Well, no, I don't think so. Do the links of love imply a chain? Well, maybe in some metaphorical. I will check this word. Metaphorical.
Metaphorical.
Yeah, metaphorically. It's chain, but I think no, it's not exactly chain. And again, it's links of love, so probably it's not so terrible thing. Yeah, he showed some type of love to her, probably a little bit more rude or brutal, but it's how love worked back then. This strong-minded woman who imposed her will on the man from the south has neither heart nor power, no will nor wish to say no to the man from the north. Yeah, is that good or bad? We don't know. And what do you make of the book and bell with which she's made to stay? Yeah, actually, it's interesting because I didn't understand this one. Certainly, they imply something different from the conventional Christian marriage she was about to embark on in the middle of the poem. Witchcraft, perhaps, or magic? Oh, it's interesting. I mean, I thought probably I don't know some idiom or maybe some special phrase, but book and bell could be connected with magic and witchcraft. It's make it everything more interesting, I think. And other words till now, particularly significant at the beginning of line 3 in the last stanza, might they suggest a new resolve to break free? Till now I've neither heard nor power, no will nor wish to say him nay. I think it's a weak idea. I mean, it just like till now it's not a plan to have this power in future. It's just like a fact. So far, I don't have wish or to say something, to say no to him. Okay. How important is to resolve such questions? It is very useful to ask them, but not at all easy to find answers. In fact, that is one of the reasons I like the poem so much. The language is very simple, and so is the form 8 quatrains of 4-line stanzas. Quatrains. Let's just write it down, because we study poetry here. We should know such a things. Uh, Correct. And yet, the more I think about the poem, the more interesting and ambiguous, durable. I mean, I know this word. I don't know how to pronounce it. I I sometimes read books, and I just don't know how to pronounce some words.
Ambiguous.
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 Ambiguous. That can be understood in more than one way. Yeah, having different meaning. Ambiguous. I'm gonna write it down and just to check the pronunciation next time as well. Okay, ambiguous. It seems, in my opinion, that is its strength. After all, do we always know exactly what we want or how we feel about relationship? Even if we do, is it always possible to put such feeling into words? Aren't feeling often ambivalent rather than straightforward? Yeah. I mean, in general, it's just about love, and that's why I think I like this poem. I mean, yes, very. I agree with the author of this course. Very simple words, at the same time, understandable story, and at the same time, yeah, very good impression of emotions about love when you're not sure. I mean, probably the woman is not very considerate about her feeling here, and like uh, there's two different types of relationship expressed here. I mean, very a lot of things happens in this 8 stanzas, right? Okay, let's read a little bit further. It is also worth bearing in mind the fact that the poem is written in ballad form. A ballad tells a story, but it does only recount events. Part of the convention is that ballads don't go into psychological complexities. It is likely that Rossetti chose the ancient oral verse form because she was interested in raising ambiguity. I'm sorry.
Ambiguous.
Ambiguities. But perhaps the point of the word nay, chiming through love from the north, is to indicate the female speaker saying no to both men, the compliant lover and his opposite, the demon lover alike. After all, nay is the sound which gives the poem striking unity and coherence. Extend session, please. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I mean, basically, it's interesting about ballad stuff. Yeah, ballad. It's. I think that every Sabaton songs is a ballad. Pretty good ballad. I think. I believe. And yeah, it's kind of ancient oral verse. I want to remember this word verse because I always try to say something like vessel, which means totally different thing, but uh, verse. Verse, it's gonna be version. Verse.
Verse.
Okay. Keats' Eve of Saint Angels also tells a tale of. Don't worry, another two poems not so long, and I hope we're gonna finish them today because I want to finish this this chapter today and go further. Yeah, next time I mean. Keats' Eve of Saint Agnes also tells a tale of lovers, but it isn't a ballad. Even so, the rhyme scheme of the first 4 lines is the same as Rossetti's quatrains. The stanzas are longer and the form more complex and sophisticated. The rhyme pattern is the same throughout all 42 stanzas, the first 2 of which are reproduced for the following activities. Yeah, we will not try to read all 42 stanzas here. We're trying to finish the course. I decided that it's more priority. It has more bigger priority. Um, um, During the streams, broadcast. I'm sorry, during the broadcast, and that's why we go to here. The start of this poem, Saint Agnes Eve. Some celebration, some holiday, I believe. And I have a native reading of this. Yep. Let's hear it out till this line. Foods and might. Yeah.
The owl, for all his feathers, was a cold. The Eve of St. Agnes, by John Keats. St. Agnes Eve. Ah, bitter chill it was. The owl, for all his feathers, was a cold. The hare limped, trembling through the frozen grass, and silent was the flock in woolly fold. Numb were the beadsman's fingers while he told his rosary, and while his frosted breath, like pious incense from a censer old, seemed taking flight for heaven without a death. Past the sweet Virgin's picture while his prayer he saith. His prayer he saith, this patient, holy man, then takes his lamp and riseth from his knees, and back returneth, meagre, barefoot, wan, along the chapel aisle by slow degrees. The sculptured dead on each side seemed to freeze, imprisoned in black purgatorial rails. Knights, ladies, praying in dumb oratories he passeth by, and his weak spirit fails to think how they may ache in icy hoods and mails.
Okay. It's something difficult, honestly. I mean, at least I understood. I'm trying to read it. I'm not sure that I will do it correctly because a lot of honestly hard words, and we're gonna check them all. But yeah, because the all okay. Saint Agnes Eve, our bitter child was. The owl, for all his features, was a cold. The hare he limped, trembling through the frozen grass, and silent was the flock in woodly fold. Numb were the batsman's fingers while he told his rosary, and while his frosted breeze, like pious incense from a censored, I'm not sure, old, seemed taken flight for heaven without a death, past the sweet Virgin picture, while his prayer, he says. Honestly, I'm a little bit tired. Oh yeah, I have to hide this one. Okay. Honestly, I feel like I'm tired. I can't read it. I mean, I do mistakes even worse that that I'm pretty considerate about. But now I just little bit tired to speak, to talk, and I think it's a good reason to finish this broadcast because he's something like I think I understood what happened here, but a lot of words that I don't understand. And okay, the owl, the hare, something cold, and well, it's a winter. Agnes Eve. I don't know what is the holiday Agnes Eve. Probably we will check it as well. And I didn't understand this one at all. So yeah, we will leave it for another stream, which will happen next Monday. And for now, I think it's all. I'm glad if someone actually watched it one day. Yeah. Farewell. Bye bye.